Being the 11th day of the month of Ramadan, 1445 years after the hijrah of our noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which coincide with the Gregorian calendar on the 21st or 22nd? 21st of March, year 2024. We ask Allah Azza wa Jalla, may He grant us beneficial knowledge. We pray all that we have been learning, may it be counted for us and not against us. I don't know why I will have to be telling the sisters to keep quiet every time of tafsir. We have read up to verse 12 of this surah, where Allah Azza wa Jalla was talking about the events that happened in the Battle of Khandaq, the Battle of Ahzab, especially the participation of the Munafiqun. Allah Azza wa Jalla begins to talk about the Munafiqun, the hypocrites. When the test of Allah Azza wa Jalla came, they were exposed. Their inner self was exposed, and they begin to accuse the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam of deceiving them. That was when Allah said, وَإِذْ يَقُولُ الْمُنَافِقُونَ
وَإِذْ يَقُولُ الْمُنَافِقُونَ وَالَّذِينَ فِي قُلُوبِهِم مَّرَضٌ مَّا وَعَدَنَا اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ إِلَّا غُرُورًا.
Allah Azza wa Jalla said, and remember when the hypocrites, when they were saying, and those who had diseases in their hearts, they will begin to say, after witnessing the terror of that day, the test of that day, they begin to say, because of their weakness in Iman, and because of the fact that they ally with kufr, because of the nifaq in them, they begin to say, Ma wa'adana Allahu wa rasuluhu illa ghurura, that Allah Azza wa Jalla and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not promise them anything except delusion. And I told us that before this time, hatta even in the Battle of Ahzab, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam continued to give good news to the believers that they are going to win the war. Not only are they going to win the war, they will even extend this battle to their doorstep, and they will conquer a lot of empires. But because of the little faith in the minds of these people, they begin to say this promise is only a delusion from Allah and His Messenger. This is a lie from them. What Allah and His Messenger promised was the truth, and it materialized. Allah Azza wa Jalla continued to expose the Munafiqun. In the next verse, Allah said,
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وإذ قالت طائفة منهم يا أهل يثرب لا مقام لكم فارجعوا ويستأذن فريق منهم الذين يقولون إن بيوتنا عورة وما هي بعورة إن يريدون إلا فرارا.
Allah Azza wa Jalla, He mentioned in this verse, Ya ayyuhalladhi wa idh qalat ta'ifatun minhum. He said, and remember when a party from among them, when a party from among the hypocrites, when they say, Ya ahla Yathriba, oh the people of Yathrib, oh the people of Yathrib, La muqama lakum, La muqama lakum, there is no standing for you. There is no position for you to stand. Farji'u, return back to your home. وَيَسْتَأْذِنُ فَرِيقٌ مِّنْهُمُ النَّبِيِّ, and a group from among them, they were requesting and seeking permission from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. يَقُولُونَ, and they begin to say, Inna buyutana awra, that verily our houses, our homes are exposed. Our homes are exposed. Allah Azza wa Jalla, He belied them by saying, وَمَا هِيَ بِأَوْرَةٍ in yuriduna illa firara. Allah said that their houses, their homes were not exposed. In yuriduna, they do not seek for anything, they do not desire anything illa firara, except that they want to flee from the battlefield. They want to run away. So they are actually putting forth some excuses so that they could what? So that they could have a reason to run away. What does this verse mean? Allah Azza wa Jalla mentioned, Wazkur ay ayyuhan nabi. Remember, O Prophet, wa idh qalat ta'ifatun minhum ya ahla Yathriba. He said, remember when the party from among them, when they say, I qawlul ta'ifatu min al-munafiqina, that is a group from among the hypocrites, munadin al-mu'minina, they were calling the believers, min ahl al-Medina, that is the believers from the people of Medina, and they were addressing them as Ya Ahla Yathriba, oh the people of Yathrib. Wa huwa al-ismu al-qadimu lil-Madina. Yathrib is the name given to Medina previously. Is a former name given to Medina before the arrival of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam from Mecca to Medina. Medina was known as Yathrib. I hope you understand. Medina was known as what? Yathrib. So it was after the migration of the Prophet ﷺ to Medina, then the Prophet ﷺ changed the city, changed the name of the city to Medina. Al-Madinatul Munawwara. So he changed the name to Medina. So these people, the Munafiqun, they did not call the people of Medina by their name, by calling them Ya Ahl al-Medina, but what did they call them? Ya Ahl Yathrib. They said, oh people of Yathrib. Why did they say this? Was it just a coincidence? No, it was not a coincidence. هذه إشارة وادية إلى قومية والعصبية. This is indicating clearly from these people that they are calling to qawmiyya. Qawmiyya, racism or nationalism. Asabiyya, tribalism. They are calling to what we know as tribalism. So they are calling them not as people of faith, but they are calling them by attaching the name of their location to them. لأنهم دعاهم باسم الوطن. They were calling the believers with the name of their country. ما قال يا إخوتنا. They were not calling the believers, oh, our brothers. It is important that we listen carefully on this particular mas'ala. They were not calling the believers by their names, but rather they were calling them by the name of their what? Of their country. وَلَا قَالَ يَا أَيُّهَا الْمُسْلِمُونَ. And they were not also calling them by their deen, by saying, Ya ayyuhal muslimun, O Muslims. Innama qala ya ahla Yathriba. But rather, they were calling them by the name that was given, that they were bearing before the arrival of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is showing two things. This is showing that they were not contented with the coming of the Prophet ﷺ to Medina. They were not okay with the fact that the Prophet ﷺ changed the name of their city to Medina. So that is why they were still calling the name of Medina by its previous names. Are we together? It is clear that some people are still outside. Is it true? Okay. So they were not calling Medina by its new name, but they were calling it by its former name. That is one reason why they do that. They are showing that they were not contented with what the Prophet ﷺ did. And they were doing it in the time of the battle, just to cause what? Confusion among the Muslims. These are the munafiqun. At the time when the Muslims are united, the munafiqun in the ummah, they will bring issues to cause disruption. So they are calling them by the name of their country or by the name of their tribe to show their hidden agenda of qawmiyya, asabiyya, tribalism. Because they know verily that the people who are fighting the Ahzab, the people of Ahzab, they are not just people of Medina. The Muhajirun are part of them. So now they are saying, Ya Ahla Yathriba, as if they want to cause division among the Muslims. I don't know whether we are understanding this. It's just like, for example, now, Alhamdulillah, we can use our masjid as a case study. In this masjid, we have several tribes speaking different languages. We have the Ibera speaking tribe. They are the majority as far as this Jama is concerned. Then we have the Igala speaking tribe. We have some who speak Yoruba. We have some who speak Edo, and the rest. Now, if, for example, issues may come now, may Allah Azza wa Jalla continue to unite our ranks. If issues may come now, somebody begin to say, by calling, instead of saying our brothers, he begins to call his own tribe only. You can imagine the kind of mentality he's going to be sending by calling only his own tribe. Imagine issues will happen, then the Ibra people will be calling their Ibra brothers. Or the Igala people will be calling their Igala people. Or the Yoruba people will also be calling their own people. Or the Edo people or Bagi people will now say, okay, this is our own side. That is what they are trying to cause in the rank of the believers by saying, Ya Ahla Yathriba. Instead of saying, Ya ayyuhal muslimuna. So at any moment that the Muslim begins to see themselves different based on location, or based on languages, or based on color, then you will now see that they will be divided. The most important identity that the Muslim must uphold is what? Is Islam. I hope you are getting that. There is nothing like Ibra Muslim. There is nothing like Nigerian Muslim, or Igala Muslim, or Igbo Muslim, or Yoruba Muslim. But we have Muslims in Ibira. We have Muslims in Igala. We have Muslims in Yoruba. It is okay like that. But when you said Ibira Muslims or Igala Muslims, it is as if you are dividing Islam. It is a mistake. Unfortunately today, we have now seen masajid that are designated with tribe. It is designated with tribe. They will say this one is Hausa Mosque, this one is Igbo Mosque, this one is Yoruba Mosque, this one is Ibira Mosque, this one is Igala Mosque. Nonsense. Wa anna al-masajida lillahi. So Allah Azza wa Jalla has announced that all masjid is for Allah. So there is nothing like Yoruba Mosque. There is nothing like Hausa Mosque or Igbo Mosque or what have you. All of us, we are one entity, and Islam has joined us together. The reason why Allah created us into tribe and nation is only for what? Identification. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, Inna khalaqnakum min dhakarin wa unsa wajalnakum shu'uban wa qabailan lita'arafu. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. Allah Azza wa Jalla has created you into men and women. Men and women. And He now created you into tribes and nations. Lita'arafu, in order for you to identify yourself, not for you to be divided. Lita'arafu. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. The most honored of you in the sight of Allah, they are those people. He may be one who goes against Allah and opposes Allah Azza wa Jal. So this munafiqun, the munafiqun, they are always good at causing what? Tribal sentiments. Yes, tribal sentiments. Tribal sentiments. And anyone who is perpetrating such kind of act, Allah will definitely expose such people as Allah is exposing the munafiqun. We must continue to see ourselves as one. And we must not be looking at ourselves as this one. This one na Ibra brother. This one na Igala brother. What is the meaning of that? Look at Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Where is he from? From Mecca. Did they accept him? In Medina. And even your own people may what? They may reject you. They may reject you. And those whom you think may be your enemy will be the one to what? To house you, to protect you. So let's take note of that. So these people, they are sounding the drum of tribalism. That is why they are saying, Ya ahla yasriba, without them saying, Ya ayyuhal muslimun. لأنه ليس عنده دين يقاتل من أجله. That is because they did not come to the battleground as a result of their religion. They came there in order to secure their own interest, their tribal interest. The munafiqun, religion is not their concern. It is the tribal interest. That is why even when they are in a masjid in which settings is tribally motivated, you will see that all of their decision is tribally affiliated. Any decision they make, if it is not in support of my tribe, I will have to go against it. If it does not benefit my tribe, I must not allow it. Unfortunately, this is happening, unfortunately, in our gatherings. وَإِنَّمَا هُوَ قَوْمِيٌّ يُرِيدُ الْحِمَايَةُ الْفَقَرِ. They are calling to Ya Ahla Yasriba is only for the sake of Qawmiya, is for the sake of tribalism. Tribalism is their desire only. And what did they say? La muqama lakum farji'u. La muqama lakum. They were telling the believers, La muqama lakum. You see, there is no position for you people to stand here. This battle is already a defeated battle. They were discouraging the believers. La muqama lakum farji'u. Return back to your home. Ay la iqamata lakum. No position for you here. Wala makan fi ma'arakatin hasira. And there is no place for you to stand in this defeating battle. It is a battle that we are definitely going to be defeated. They have not even started the battle. The munafiqun already know the ending result of the battle. They already know that they are going to be defeated. When the war has not even begun, they already lose hope. They already lose hope that they are going to be defeated. The munafiqun. And not only do they not, have this in the mind, they are also, encouraging the Muslims, making them to be pessimists, so that they will return back to their home. You know, I told you yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I said the munafiqun, they are what? They are short-sighted. They can only see what is before them. And they do not have trust in Allah Azza wa Jal. Their trust in Allah is very little. We are still going to say it here today. They are now saying, La tuqimu huna. Do not stand here. Wa kanu askaru harijul Madina. And there are armies that are standing outside Medina, dun al-handa. Fa'udu ila buyutikum wa manazilukum fil Medina. Return back to your homes, return back to your houses in Medina. They were inciting the believers to drop and not to fight anymore. وفي هذا من التهذيل المؤمنين والإرجاف بهم ما لا يخفى. In this, we can see them discouraging. They were discouraging the believers so that the believers will be reluctant to fight, and they are trying to implant fear in the heart of the believers. We have them a lot today. You see today our muallimun, our malam, they will rise up their hand. They say, Allahumma ansurul mujahidina fi kulli makan. Everybody will say, Ameen. Oh Allah, assist the mujahidun. But when they hear that the mujahidun are doing what they need to do, they will be the first person again to raise their mouth, they raise their tongue against that same mujahidun. Nifaq. This is nifaq. Munafin chidodoni. A very clear munafiki. You understand? Very clear nifaq. They are still the same people who will say Allahumma ansurul mujahidina fi kulli makan, but they will still be the same people who will fight them. They will never stand up for them. They will never encourage them. Rather, they will be implanting fear for them. Some people have already said that the mujahidun should just drop their arms and surrender to the Yahud. What is the need of fighting? They have everything. The munafiqun, they will be implanting fear. Where are you going? They will kill you. They will implant fear in you because they hate fighting. وَلِهَذَا فَإِنَّ هَذِهِ طَائِفَةٌ شَرٌّ طَوَائِفُ الْمُنَافِقِينَ. You see this type of munafiqun, they are the worst set of munafiqun. وَأَضَرُّهَا عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. And their harm against the believers is very, very great. This kind of munafiqun, they can go as far as even hurting the believers in order to please the kuffar. And that is what they are doing. That is what they are doing. Speak against any of the taghut, they will be the first person to come and defend. And they will call themselves that they are the Salafiyah. They will be the first to come and defend. They will only support any jihad that the Americans and their cronies motivated. Anyone that is not motivated or Saudi did not support it, then it is not considered as jihad. When has our Qibla been to America, to the White House? Tuziluhum anil jihad. They are discouraging the believers from jihad. Watamuruhum bitarki kitali aduwihim. And they are commanding the believers to leave fighting their enemies. Wallahi, if not the mujahideen that are still fighting the enemies in this world, they would have finished Islam. But Allah Azza wa Jalla, He always raised people in spite of the of what the munafiqun used to do. Allah Azza wa Jalla will raise people, and these people will pass all the tests, and they do not care, even if the whole world is shouting. Wala yahafuna lawmata la'im. They will never fear the blame of the blamers. They will love Allah as much as Allah will love them. So wal munafiq wa annahu la taqata lahum bihi, and they will be telling the believers that you do not have power to match them now. Leave this battle. There is no point in going. Wal munafiq laysa saburun ala al-qital. As for the munafiq, the hypocrites, they are never patient upon fighting. The hypocrites. Bal la yuridul qital. In fact, they do not even want fighting anymore. And that is why anything that, as we are seeing them today, if they see that you are too strong, you are too stubborn, you don't want to give in, as you are still shouting now, they will be the one to go and write petition for you at DSS. They will be the one to be reporting you around. That this person inciting fear in the heart of the believers. But this second party, they are doing wayo. They are munafikun as well. But they don't want to show their nifaq out, because they don't know what is going to be the ending result of the fight. So they now came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They were now seeking permission. This is the this one is softer than this first one. That's la muqama lakum farji'u. But you see this one, they came seeking the permission from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam as if they have sense. What they were doing is only to pretend. They are pretending to run away. They are trying to deceive the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So that is why they are seeking permission. And what did they say? Yaquluna inna buyutana awra. They now give an excuse. They presented an excuse that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam want to go back. That our house is exposed. They were giving reasons so that they can run away from the battlefield. And they were saying, inna buyutana awra, that verily our house is exposed. Makshufatun ghayra muhassanatin wa alayha hatrun. They said that our house is in danger. Wa nahafu an yastabihaha al-ada. And we are fearing that the enemy could penetrate, they could attack and seize our homes. So we want to go back home and go and what? And go and secure our house. This is a lie. It's a false lie. It's a false lie. That is why Allah immediately told them, وَمَا هِيَ بِأَوْرَةٍ وَمَا هِيَ بِأَوْرَةٍ إِن يُرِيدُونَ إِلَّا فِرَارًا. Allah Azza wa Jalla said, وَمَا هِيَ بِأَوْرَةٍ, that their houses are not exposed as they are claiming, because Medina has already been surrounded by the Muslim soldiers. The Muslim soldiers are already guiding Medina. So how is their house going to be exposed? Allah said, do you know what happened? They do not seek anything new. What they only seek is what? To run away. Munafikun, they can run. They can run. Because they do not believe in what, even though they are with you, they are only with you for benefits. Once harm comes, they clear. And go 90 degrees. Pim. You'll be asking, say, where is that brother? You don't say where enter okay. And before this time, we are still going to see, inshallah today, before this time, you will see them, they will be the one shouting, Man al-Wahid, Man al-Qadir. Say, if anything happen, you are going to see the way I will display it. Nah, lie. So, in yuriduna, so they are only using excuse. They only want to run away. They want to run away from battlefield. Wahuruban min liqa'il adu. They want to run away from meeting the enemies. They want to run away from meeting the enemies. How many times do we say that we have a program here? Some brothers will be coming with excuses. Amir, I pile my clothes all this while. I want to use today to wash it. Whenever the function of Allah comes, he has an excuse to present. But in his own working place, he can never have any excuse to present them because of his little salary that he is obtaining. Tell him that there is program Sunday. He will now put appointment on Sunday that you need to go somewhere. He will be behaving like munafiki, bringing several excuses that are not even genuine. He will say, actually, my hair has been bushy. I want to use today's weekend to go and barb my hair. And it is time of program, you want to barb your hair. My wife said she has headache. I want to sit down with her so that I can be pressing her head for her. If you see some excuses that some brothers bring just not to attend program, a program that is just once in a week, how many of us can boast for the whole year, I do not miss program? For the whole year. But you will see some people, in fact, if they don't come to attend program, in fact, their bum is scratching them. Before you know it, they are already sleeping. Because it is not in their mind to be there. Perhaps they are only being there for what? For fear of people. So that people will not say that they did not come to program. It is not a priority to him. You know, as we are discussing munafiki, I told you that the companion, a tabi'i said that I met 30 companions and none of them except that they are fearing the fact over themselves. We are talking about the fact and some of you are laughing back. This is companion of the prophet. They are fearing nifaq over themselves. But what happened to we? We are very, very calm. Whenever we are discussing nifaq, you already remove yourself. Hanzala came out and said, Hanzala has become a munafiq. Abu Bakr said, what are you saying? He said, anytime I'm with the Prophet I notice that my iman will rise. But anytime I return back home, then my iman is very, very weak. In fact, I will forget all what has been taught. Abu Bakr Siddiq, that the Prophet said if they should put his iman in one scale and put the rest of the ummah in another scale, the iman of Abu Bakr will outweigh the iman of all the others. Abu Bakr said that if that is the case, I have also become a munafiq. Let's go and meet the Prophet These are people of caliber. They are fearing nifaq upon themselves. Then me and you, whenever they are talking about nifaq, you will be happy. You will be laughing. You think it is a laughing matter. You should be fearing that this action I used to take, I hope I have not become a munafiq. May Allah Azza wa Jalla, may He cleanse us from nifaq. So we should stop doing that. Whenever they said Allah's work is there, be the first to be on the front row. Don't be one that you'll be looking for excuse. Even when there is no excuse, you are still searching for it. He said, my head is paining me. It seems I need to sleep small so that I can, after I sleep. He said, he will bring every evidence. Just because he doesn't want to attend program, he will be bringing the one that is irrelevant and the one that is irrelevant. May Allah Azza wa Jalla, may He grant us forgiveness. Now Allah Azza wa Jalla continue regarding these people.
ولو دخلت عليهم من أقطارها ثم سئلوا الفتنة لآتوها وما تلبسوا بها إلا يسيرا.
Allah Azza wa Jalla said, وَلَوْ دُهِلَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ مِنْ أَقْطَارِهَا. If the armies of Ahzab, if they were to enter upon them from the regions, if they were to enter upon them from different sides, ثُمَّ سُئِلُوا الْفِتْنَةَ, and they attacked Medina and they begin to demand them to apostate. Fitna here is for them to apostate from Islam to kufr. If they were to demand the munafiqun to disbelieve, what will happen? لَأَتَوْهَا, immediately they will do it. وَمَا تَلَبَّسُوا بِهَا إِلَّا يَسِيرًا. They will not even wait for a moment except little. Immediately they will shift ground. Sharp. You understand? If they were to attack Medina and they demand from them to change from Islam to kufr, immediately they will say, oh, we are actually be waiting for you people. Now these people just hold us ransom. We never believe in them even in the first place. The munafiqun, because they do not believe in reality. He said, لَوْ دُهِلَتْ جُيُوشُ الْمُشْرِكِينَ. Hadn't been the armies of the mushrikun attacked them and enter upon them, الَّذِينَ هَاجَمُوا الْمَدِينَ, those who attack Medina, بُيُوتُ هَؤُلَاءِ الْمُنَافِقِينَ, and they now enter upon the houses of these munafiqun, أَوْ دَخَلُوا شَوَارِعُ الْمَدِينَ, or they enter upon the street of Medina, مِنْ أَقْطَارِهَا أَيْ مِنْ نَوَاهِيهَا وَجَوَانِبِهَا, from the sides of Medina. ثُمَّ سُئِلُوا الْفِتْنَةَ, and they are not demanding them fitna. أَيْ طَلَبَ مِنَ الْمُنَافِقِينَ الْفِتْنَةَ أَيْ رِدَّةُ عَنِ الْإِسْلَامِ. If they are demanding them to do ridda, apostate from Islam, وَرَجَعَتُ إِلَى الْكُفْرِ, and to return back to kufr, وَمُقَاتِلَةُ الْمُسْلِمِينَ, and they demand from them to even fight the Muslims, لَأَتَوْهَا, immediately they will do it. We are seeing the munafiqun in the ummah today who are selling their brothers. They are selling their brothers to the apostate regimes. They will be the one and say, this one is a troublemaker, put him inside cell. You will see them with big belly just to so that they can continue eating chachamboros. Because they love life so much. They will see the truth, they will dodge it. Because they don't want to hurt their bosses that are the mushrikun. They don't want to hurt them, even though they know that which is the truth. لَأَتَوْهَا أَيْ لَجَاءُوهَا وَفَعَلُوهَا بِالسُّرْعَةِ, immediately they will capsize. Immediately they will shift ground. وَمَا تَلَبَّسُوا بِهَا أَيْ وَمَا تَوَقَّفُوا عَنْ إِجَابَةِ مِنْ طَلَبَةِ مِنْهُمُ الْفِتْنَةِ. They will not even stop. They will not even stop to think that, okay, what are they demanding from us? Now, are we supposed to accept or not? Immediately they will give them answer. Yes.
وَمَا تَلَبَّسُوا بِهَا
إِلَّا يَسِيرًا أَيْ وَقْتًا قَلِيلًا, except little moment that they are using to ask them that question. Immediately they finish asking the question, they say yes. وَالْجَوَابْ مِنْ غَيْرِ تَوْقِيفٍ. They won't have to even wait to think before they will give their answer, their response, because they have never been Muslims. أو المعنى ما لبثوا في المدينة بعد إرتادهم. Allah Azza wa Jalla, it could mean that he said that they will not stay in Medina except few moments because of their ridda, apostasy. Why? Because فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ يُهْلِكُهُم, because Allah will destroy them. ذَلِكَ لِبُغْضِهُمُ الْإِسْلَامِ, that is because of their what? Because of their enmity to Islam. وَحُبُّهُمْ لِلْكُفْرِ, and they love kufr. They love kufr. What can we get from this verse? These two verses that we have read. من فوائد الآية الكريمة أن المنافقين أشد الناس ظهرا. The munafiqin, they are the most cowardice of all people. They are very, very coward. You know the meaning of coward? They fear. My people will say, Anaipopopo. They fear. He has not even seen them coming. He already begin to say different things. Say, we have to be taking things easy. Not be everything be gra. He will just be doing wazi that we don't even know where he's getting it from.
That's why Allah Azza wa Jalla said, وَلَوْ دُخِلَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ لَأَتَوْهَا أي لأن عندهم زُعْرًا مِنْ هَؤُلَاءِ الَّذِينَ دَعَوْا مِنْ أَخْطَارِ. That is because they fear so much those people who are attacking the Muslims. They fear the unbelievers more than anything. They say, where they go? But when it is about the believers, they have sharp tongue. They can talk anyhow to the believers. Then secondly, قُرْبَ الْمُنَافِقِينَ مِنَ الْكُفْرِ وَالشِّرْكِ. You can see from these verses that the munafiqun, they are closer to kufr and shirk. Because Allah Azza wa Jalla said that if they were demanded fitna, la tawha. If they were demanded to what? To apostate, immediately they will do it. Mubadirin, in a haste. La yatalabbasun wa yaqulun nanzur fil amr. They will not even say, okay, we'll look into the affair. Immediately they will give response because they are closer to kufr and what? And shirk. Their mind was not actually stable in Islam before time. Number 3 benefit we can get here is bayanu anna al-munafiq hayatuhu hayatum madiyya. Yuridu an ya'ish sawa'un kana kafiran aw ghayra kafir. You see the munafiqun, they love life. They love life so much. And they don't care. They don't have principle. They don't care whether they are going to be a Muslim or not a Muslim. As long as they are enjoying life, whether it is they are Muslim or not Muslim, it's not their business. That is why it is easy for them to what? To change their religion. If somebody were to come to tell them that, okay, you have been in this Islam and nothing for you. Drop this your Islam, I'll find you work. Immediately we say, Islam, bye-bye. Yes, we say Islam, bye-bye, because he's not having trust in Allah Azza wa Jalla. He so much love life. So if your religion is based on life, if your religion is based on what Allah gives you, that if Allah did not give you anything, for that reason you have to abandon Allah, then you are a munafiq. You see some people who say, I've been worshiping Allah, I've been worshiping Allah. Look at my life. Look at my life. I didn't gain anything. So that is the reason why I enter Christianity. You see, as I enter Christianity now, look, they have already given me house. You know, there is one man like that who was lured to Christianity in this village one time because things were difficult for him. Poverty is written in his face. And they targeted him. They said, you know, you've been suffering. Come. We will give you a house. You don't need to be paying house rent in Abuja again. As for your child, we'll take over his education. We will find you a job. You'll be doing. Immediately, the man accepted the demand. He became a Christian. Then everybody was talking to him. He said, Mala Isa, if you people give me work today, I will leave Christian. He said, nothing carry me enter this place. It's because of work. So those people, they do not have principle. Their only yardstick is what? Is to enjoy life. لأن هؤلاء إذا سئلوا الفتنة أتوها. إذن فإيمانهم ليس إيمان حقيقيا. Their iman is not true iman. وإلا المؤمن الحقيقي لو سئلوا الشرك ما أشرك. A real believer, if you ask him to disbelieve, he will never disbelieve. That is a real believer. No matter what you use to entice him, he will never accept. May Allah Azza wa Jalla make us a strong believer. Somebody will come and meet you and say, hey, you have been looking for a child and you don't get a child. You see, they talk about Islam. Now you carry religion before it. They get one jagoda. So if you say, if I carry you, go. No. You don't have to go and tell people. You know, before this time, when Allah Azza wa Jalla was testing me, there was a time I went to Kubwa and I met one man there. He came and told me, he said, out of love, but you want me to commit shirk. He said, Mala Isa, come, I like you. But look at your situation, you and your madam, you know. He said, there is a man. Once you just go there, everything is gone. Everything is already solved. He said, you don't have to come and tell everybody that you go to any place. He said, what's it called? There is a way he said it. He said, what is the meaning of that thing, Agama lizard go. He said every Agama lizard is lying down on the belly, and you don't know which one is having stomach pain. You understand? He said all these mallets, then come on, they are doing it too. It is only in the day of Qiyamah you now see that, even this one come do, even this one come do. Say no to reason I'm like that. I said, please don't discuss this kind of discussion with me anymore. I am not such kind of person. Alhamdulillah, after a few years, in fact, children boku plenty everywhere you dey, children say, and na Allah give am, no be one juju. You understand? So sometimes you might be in a state of need, and Shaitan will come and test you with that which you are in need of. They will tell you, if you do this, that job, you don't get out. Oh, that money, you don't get out. Na lie. They want you to disbelieve. May Allah Azza wa Jalla may keep our iman. We have also learned from this that anna kullu man naqada al-ahad fa fihi shabbahu min al-munafiqin. Everyone who break what's it called, agreement, they have resembled and imitated the munafiqun. That is why it is written in the hadith. The Prophet Islam said, ayatul munafiq salasa. Iza haddasa kazzaba. Wa iza wa'ada ahlafa. Ay iza ahada gadara. Whenever he promise, whenever he make agreement, he what? He betrays. So if you always break promise, then you are resembling munafiqun. Do you now see that nifaq? Actually, sometimes you even look at it that nobody see. How many times have you tell somebody that, don't worry, I will come tomorrow, and you not come that day? How many times have you tell somebody that, okay, I am owing you 1,000 naira, I'm going to give you tomorrow? After 1 year, you never still give am. You want to even fight with him myself. Say, oh, this 1 year, you never still forget this 1,000 naira. This 1 year, you never still forget it. Guy, you too like money. You even be insulting him with his money again. May Allah forgive us our sins. Number 5 benefit is what? Tahrimu tawliyatul adbar inda mulaqatul adu. It is haram for you to turn your back when you meet the disbelievers in the battlefield. It is haram for you to show your back to the kafiri. A verse is written in the Quran, a verse is revealed in the Quran in Suratul Anfal. Allah Azza wa Jalla mentioned that running away from the battlefield is considered as one of the greatest crimes that one can commit. وَمَنْ يُوَلِّهِمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ دُبُرَهُ إِلَّا مُتَحَرِّفًا لِقِتَالٍ أَوْ مُتَحَيِّزًا إِلَى فِئَةٍ فَقَدْ بَاءَ بِغَضَبٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَمَأْوَاهُ جَهَنَّمُ وَبِئْسَ الْمَصِيرُ. Allah Azza wa Jalla said, oh, you who believe, إِذَا لَقِيتُمُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا, when you meet the disbelievers zahfan in the battlefield, فَلَا تُوَلُّوهُمُ الْأَدْبَارِ, do not show your back by running away from the battlefield. وَمَنْ يُوَلِّهِمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ دُبُرَهُ, whoever turn his back and ran away from the battlefield on that day, إِلَّا مُتَحَرِّفًا لِقِتَالٍ, except it is a stratagem of war. You know, stratagem of war could make you to what? To retreat. You understand? أَوْ مُتَحَيِّزًا إِلَى فِئَةٍ, or you are actually retreating to meet another group, Muslim army at the back. If you should do that and it is not for these two reasons, فَقَدْ بَاءَ بِغَضَبٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ, you have actually acquired the anger of Allah Azza wa Jalla upon you. And what Allah said, وَمَأْوَاهُ جَهَنَّمُ, Jahannam will be your abode. وَبِئْسَ الْمَصِيرُ, and it is the worst place one can be. So if it happens that we go for jihad, I mean, it never reach for us to return. I mean, if you no go, me, I don't they go. Say, Salamu alaikum Jama. Don't turn your back. May Allah Azza wa Jalla, may He grant us the courage. You know what? No one move. Man il wahid. Allah, he will be moving forward. Man al-Qadir, Allahu Akbar, he will be moving forward. You will not be saying, so Abu Muslim get mad like this? So it is considered as one of the destructive sins for you to run away from the battlefield. Do we understand? Don't run away from the battlefield. Now Allah Azza wa Jalla continue. وَلَقَدْ كَانُوا عَاهَدُوا اللَّهِ
وَلَقَدْ كَانُوا عَاهَدُوا اللَّهَ مِن قَبْلُ لَا يُوَلُّونَ الْأَدْبَارَ وَكَانَ أَمْرُ اللَّهِ مَسْئُولًا.
Allah Azza wa Jalla said, وَلَقَدْ كَانُوا. You see this munafiqun, ahadullah, they already had covenant with Allah before. They already agreed with Allah. Min qabl, before. La yuwalluna al-adbar, that if battle happen again, they will not run away. They will not run away. They will make him out. When it go happen, we need to show this kafiri. We need to show them what we are made of. Now lie. That is why when you see a munafiki, when he's gingering you lying, after you don't lie, say, Assalamu alaikum, salam. Don't allow him to push you forward. If not, if after he has already swell you up like this, you are going, you will not check back, you will not even see anybody again. Only you. You will not be running, they will be pursuing you. You will be saying, where are you people? You understand? So Allah said, La yuwalluna al-adbar. They said that they are not going to run. Wakana adullahi mas'ula. And the covenant of Allah, Allah Azza wa Jalla is going to demand it. وَلَقَدْ كَانَ هَؤُلَاءِ الْمُنَافِقِينَ أَحَدُوا اللَّهِ عَلَى يَدِّ رَسُولِهِ. They already made the covenant with Allah Azza wa Jalla upon the hand of his messenger. مِنْ قَبْلِ قَزْوَةُ الْخَنْدَقِ, before this particular battle. وَبَعْدَ الْبَدْرِ, and after the battle of Badr. Because the battle of Badr, the munafiqun did not know that there was going to be battle. So after the battle of Badr, after the battle of Badr, they were now making out. وَذَلِكَ أَنَّهُمْ غَابُوا عَنْ بَدْرٍ وَأَوْ مَا أَعْطَى اللَّهُ أَهْلَ بَدْرٍ مِنَ الْكَرَامَةِ وَالنَّصْرِ. And they were so happy, they were desiring what Allah Azza wa Jalla gave the people of Badr, that attended the battle of Karama, honor and victory. فَقَالُوا, they now say, لَإِنْ أَشْهَدَنَا اللَّهُ كِتَالًا لَنُقَاتِلَنَّ. If Allah Azza wa Jalla make us to witness any other battle, we are going to fight. وَلَا نَفِرُّونَ, we will never run away. وَلَا يَتَأَخِرُونَ إِذَا دَعُوا إِلَى الْجِهَادِ, and we will not stay back if we are called to do jihad. Those people who doesn't used to attend program, don't mind them when they tell you that when jihad come, they will come. They will not come home. They will also go and stay in their wife hijab. You understand? They need to wash their wife hijab. وَلَكِنَّكُمْ هَانُوا أَهْدَهُمْ, they betrayed their covenant. But Allah Azza wa Jalla said, وَسَيُحَاسَبُهُمُ اللَّهُ عَلَى ذَلِكَ. Allah Azza wa Jalla is going to account them in that. وَيَسْأَلُهُمْ عَنْ ذَلِكَ الْعَهْدِ. Allah is going to ask them regarding that promise which they made. وَكَانَ عَهْدُ اللَّهِ مَسْئُولًا عَنْهُ. Allah is going to demand all the promise you made with Allah. It is part of the covenant we have made with Allah that every Ba'da Suratul Tarawih, we will be here to receive Tafseer. It is part of the covenant we had with Allah that every Sunday we will be gathered here to be learning. But once Sunday come, that is the day that Shaitan will give you an excuse not to be here. Allah is going to account everything. وَفِي هَذَا التَّحْدِيدِ, Allah Azza wa Jalla is using this verse to challenge. وَوَعِيدُ لَهُمْ, and to threaten them. Allah is threatening and encouraging them that they should always fulfill their covenant with Allah, and warning them against breaking the covenant of Allah. Allah Azza wa Jalla now said in the next verse, قُلْ لَا يَنْفَعُكُمُ الْفِرَارُ
إِنْ فَرَرْتُمْ مِنَ الْمَوْتِ أَوِ الْقَتْلِ وَلَا يَجِدُونَ لَهُمْ
وَإِذًا لَا
تُمَتَّعُونَ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا.
Allah Azza wa Jalla said, O Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, tell them, لَنْ يَنْفَعُكُمُ الْفِرَارُ. You know, some people think, say, if you sabi run away, na better thing for you. Sometimes running away is a bad thing. Allah Azza wa Jalla said, "La yanfa'ukumul firar." Running away will never profit them. In farartum min al-maut. Even if you were to run away from death, or qatl, or fighting, وَإِذًا لَا تُمَتَّعُونَ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. Even at that, you will not enjoy. You will not have any enjoyment illa qalila, except only a few. How many years are you going to spend in this life? That is why they said that whoever does not die by this sword will die by other than the sword. You understand? So where are you running to? We met a soldier in Nigerian army yesterday who was telling us story of how he has encountered a lot of battles in Sudan, in Liberia, in Maduguri. But here he is still alive. Some people who did not go to Maduguri, they have already packed their load and go. So if going to battle means that you are going to die on time, why is he still alive? لَنْ يَنْفَعُكُمُ الْفِرَارُ مِنَ الزَّهَفِ. Running away from the battlefield will not profit you. وَالْهُرُوبُ مِنَ الْقِتَالِ. Or running away from fighting. وَالْإِنْصِرَافِ إِلَى بُيُوتِكُمْ. Or returning back to your homes. لَا يُفِيدُكُمْ شَيْئًا. It will not profit you at all. You will not gain anything in it. إِنْ فَرَرْتُمْ مِنَ الْمَوْتِ أَوِ الْقَتْلِ. إِنْ فَرَرْتُمْ لِتُسَلِّمُوا مِنَ الْمَوْتِ. So that you can be saved from death. Or you can be saved from fighting. It will not what make your time, your lifespan to be delayed. That is because you have run away from battlefield now, will not make Allah to add another 100 years for you. Allah will not add to your years that you are coming to spend. That you are taking precaution does not stop the qadar of Allah Azza wa Jal. Man hadara ajaluhu mata. If your time has come, you will die. Or kutil, or you will be killed. Fala yanfa'ul firar. And running away is not going to assist you, except if Allah Azza wa Jalla has not destined that you are going to die that day. If you like, run. In fact, running away sometimes, it will even make it quicker, because the one who wants to kill you is waiting for you. You understand? ملاكيكم. Allah Azza wa Jalla said, قُلْ إِنَّ الْمَوْتَ الَّذِي تَفِرُّونَ مِنْهُ. As for the death which you are running away from, فَإِنَّهُ مُلَاكِيكُمْ. It will cut up with you. It will cut up with you. They said somebody went and they told him that he is going to die. And they told him that it is accident that he is going to die with. Because of that reason, that man now went and packed his load and go and stay inside the bush. He said, since he is inside the bush and he does not enter motor, let him see how he is going to die. The time of his death now came. Allah made accident to happen on the road. The tire of the motor now removed. You know, when tire of motor remove is very dangerous. The tire removed and the tire was looking for him in the bush. That was how the tire looked for him and killed him there. There was a man who used to sit down with Nabi Sulaiman, alayhi salam. Angel of death used to come and sit down with Nabi Sulaiman to discuss with Nabi Sulaiman before. Then this particular man was sitting down one day and the angel of death was looking at him. He was just looking at him like this. So after the angel of death now left, he was now asking Nabi Sulaiman, who was that man? Why was he looking at me with that strange face? He said, that was angel of death. He said, if it is angel of death, that means I'm about to die. This place is not safe again. He said, Prophet Sulaiman. He said, so you be my friend? He said, yes, I'm your friend. He said, Shebi, you can control wind. He said, yes. He said, please, ask wind to carry me go to another far place, India. To carry me go India. Prophet Sulaiman said, is that what you want? He said, yes, that is what I want. Prophet Sulaiman said, okay, wind, carry him go India. This man now went and he now carried wind, the wind now carried him and go to a very far place. On reaching that place, he was like, oh, hey, mashallah, let me see how that man, when they look at me, let me see what he go do now. As soon as he has not even rested,
He now see angel of death. The angel of death now collected his soul. The angel of death returned back to Allah Azza wa Jal. And he told Allah Azza wa Jal that something happened. That I was to collect somebody's soul in India. I'm only using India as a case study. It's a very far place. So I was to collect this particular person's soul in India. And quite surprising, I saw him sitting down with Nabi Sulaiman in a very far place. And I was wondering, that was why I was looking at him, that what is this man doing here? I need to collect your soul tomorrow in India. And you are still here. So surprisingly, because you know the angels, they do not what? They do not go against Allah's command. La yasuna Allah ma amarahum wa yaf'aluna ma yumar. If you like, carry this thing. Wa yaf'aluna ma yumar. This measure should be careful. If you like, carry signboard and tell me a time up. So the angel of death now said, I went and I stayed where Allah asked me to stay. And do you know, just the time for me to collect his soul, I just see him like this. I carry his soul. I carried his soul. أينما تكونوا يدرككم الموت ولو كنتم في بروج مشيدة. Allah Azza wa Jalla said, Ainama takunu, wherever you may be, yudrikkumul maut, death will overtake you. If you like, stay in a buruj, stay in a citadel, a fortified house, that in fact, CCTV camera, 1,000 soldiers, everything, use it, guide yourself. When it was time for Yaradua to die, didn't he die? When it was time for Abacha to die, didn't he die? So if these people will die, who are you? Once Allah said you will die, you will die. Nothing can stop it. And sometimes, if Allah said you will die in Lagos, Allah will make transport for you. You carry your leg waka, enter Lagos, you go and die. If Allah said that as you are sitting in Abuja here like this, in Abuja here like this, don't worry, you are going to die in Brazil. Issue of Brazil will come. Allah will make means of Brazil to come. He said, you now come and tell me, Amir, I want to go to Brazil. What are you going to do in Brazil? He said, I need to do something there. As soon as you enter Brazil, India, you say, oh, I've been waiting for you. Thank God. Welcome. Because of the threat of Major, we are going to stop here. Tomorrow we shall complete this verse and continue. Inshallah. Subhanaka Allahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.